step is we need to import the what module ma reactive forms module. Okay, so first step is done. Now I will go to my components. Which page I'm going to do it ma? I'm going to do the employees. Okay, and add employees. So there what I need to do, I have to write a form object ma. I have to write a form object. So what form group object. Okay, I have to write a form group object. Okay, so I'm going to write a form group object. So employee, you can write any name ma. emp form is equal to form group is equal to new form group, and this form group will take one what a object. This form group will take a one object. Okay, so this object we need to write a like what are the form controls we want to write it, we'll write inside it. Okay, so suppose let us go to our UI, and how many forms I have it ma? Let me go here. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 is there. Okay, so let us write the 6 properties ma. Before writing the 6 properties, we'll write our swagger and check the property names. Okay, so let us go for what is a controller, employees controller. Okay, get API. Okay, so here we see all the 6 properties are there, right? Let me copy to the notepad and keep it in somewhere. Okay, first property is bank account, designation, dog, employee name, employee number, id and pan. Okay, something like this. So do you have model here ma? We'll have a model, right? Where we'll write inside the app, we'll have the companies. Inside the component we have model, right? Employee model. So let me right click and format the document. Okay, so what are my model name ma? First one is a bank account. Let us write the bank account. Okay, next designation. Okay, designation. Next dog. So what I'm doing, I'm just copy pasting from there, I'm not typing it. Okay, if you are typing it, what you guys are doing is you are writing in the all are in capital, all are in small, and you are doing your own thing. So if you are doing like this will not work out. Okay, so I will say id. Okay, and last is a pan. Okay, something like this. As a pan, and id is a number ma. Okay, id is a number one, and right click and format the document. So here I am writing a semicolon. I should not write semicolon, I should write a colon. Okay, this one, I think remaining everything is okay, right? File format. Okay, now I have written my model, right? So I will say employee details, this is okay. So usually we'll not write like this, we'll say employee model. Okay, so wherever we are going to write our model, we are going to write like this. Okay, employee model, export class employee model. So and always write one constructor also, always write a one constructor also, and write it like this. Okay, so later we will see what we are going to do inside the constructor later. For now we'll write like this. Okay, file save all. Okay, file save all. Okay, and okay, now I have done copy pasted all the things. So I'm going to remove this one, I don't require. Let me go to here. So I have written this one, right? How many fields I have it ma? 6. Let us write each one ma. For each input box we are going to write a 1. Okay, so what is my, as per my screen, what is their first one? Employee name. Okay, for employee name, what is my property name in the inside my model ma? emp name. Okay, so that is the reason I'm going to write a emp name colon. What is the one ma? Form control. Okay, form control, how many arguments it will take ma? 2. So first one is a what is the default value. What is the second one ma? Second one is nothing but an array.
Hello.
Okay, so now we are in the form control. We'll write a form control. We have to write a new form control. How will you create a new object ma? Using a new form control. So now we have written one thing. So now how many fields I have it like this ma? Let us write in the left side and let us put in the right side. Okay, so that we can see it. So let me write it like this ma. Okay, so now employee form is done. Now what is the second one ma? Employee name. Correct, right? So write a comma and write a employee name. So first one employee name, second one is a employee number, right? So I should not write directly. What is my employee number? EMP number. Okay, I'll go here and I'll write a number. Okay, that is done. What is the third one ma? Designation. I'll go to my property. What is my designation property? Designation is there. Okay, this is done. And I'll go to fourth one ma. What is the fourth property? Bank details. Again go to here. What is the number? Bank account. Okay, so this is the correct number. Okay, that's one. I'll go to fifth one. What is my fifth one? Pan. So pan is nothing but a pan only. Okay, what is the last one ma? doj. Okay, I'll say doj. Okay, so doj is nothing but a date of birth. Okay, so this is nothing but here I should write a date type. I should write a date type instead of a string. I can go for a date type. Okay, now I have done everything right. So I have written all the things. File, what I need to do, file, save all. Okay, save all. Okay, now it is done, but we did not do the two-way binding, right? So what is the second step I have to do it, ma? Whatever the name I have written, I have to go to my html file and write it the two-way binding. Okay, so let us go here. First step is link your form with our form group object. Okay, so write a form group is equal to, what is the name of variable I am writing here, ma? Emp form. Okay, emp form. Okay, if you want to zoom it, I'll zoom in. Okay, okay, so let me okay, what is my variable name? Emp form. Same name I'm going to use in a here. So first step done. And second step, you write one method. What is the method you want to write it? ngSubmit. Okay, this is done. And now we need to link with each form variable, right? So for each variable, we are going to use a one variable name called formControl. What is the variable name we are going to use? FormControl. Here we need to use the, what is the variable name I'm using inside the variable name? Emp name. So copy that name and paste it here. Okay, and same thing. And what is second variable, ma? Emp number. Okay, go here and write a emp number. Okay, something like this I need to do for all the variables, ma. Okay, let us try to do it, ma. Okay, let us try to do it. Okay, I'm going to change it. Okay, first I'm going to copy paste, then I'm going to write a another thing. So what is the third variable, ma? Designation. Okay, so designation. And what is the fourth one, ma? What is the fourth one? Bank account. Okay, I'll go and write a bank account. What is the fifth one, ma? PAN. Okay, I'll go and write a PAN. Last one is a DOJ. Okay, so DOJ. So this is one, okay, right? So some people what they are trying to do is they are writing, we are writing these buttons, right? So they are writing outside of the forms, ma. Okay, so where is your form is started, ma? Here. Where is your form is ending? Here. And sometimes they are what they are trying to do is they are keeping outside their forms. Okay, so whenever you are keeping your buttons outside of the form element, whenever you are clicking it, your code will not work out. Okay, so general thing is we need to verify where we are ready in the screen. Always it will display in the there only, but you need it in the code whether you are written inside the form or not. Okay, so that is the reason you need to verify whether you are writing inside or not. Okay, so now I have done the all inside. Okay, so let us see it. Okay, let us expand it. Now I have done everything right. Okay, now what I will do, I will enter the details. Okay, I will say employee name is Trinits, employee number is 1. Okay, I have added only these two validation. Okay, so you can write a star star here, that is okay. And I'm going to write a designation is equal to, what is my designation? I will say software. My bank details is equal to 11223344 and PAN ABCD. Okay, and date of join is, I'm going to select the today is my date of join. Okay, so whenever I'm clicking save, what I want to do, I want to print the data in the bottom. Okay, for only sample sake. But normal, what is the case I should do, ma? I should close this one. Okay, I should close this dialog, and that this should be adding in the here. That's what we want to do, right? So we will do that together. For now, I will just add it in the bottom. Okay, so let us go here. I'm going to write it here. Okay, I will say div. So JSON saved data. Okay, okay. I'll say. So what is my form variable name? EMP form. Okay, I'll say EMP form data value or JSON. Why I'm writing JSON, ma? JSON is nothing but what? JSON is a pipe. JSON is a pipe, right? See, so this is my object. I'm going to enter here. Okay, I'll say Trinits Technologies, employee name is 1 and bank designation is a software and bank details 11223344 and PAN is a PAN ABCD. Okay, and what is the date of joining, ma? My date of joining is something like tomorrow, yesterday. Okay, so whenever I'm clicking this, so you will get this data, ma. See whether all your data you got the correct data or not. For employee name is data is there, employee number is there, everything is there, right? Now what you need to do, whenever you are clicking it, you need to pass this data to the whom? Parent. How will you pass data to the parent, ma? How will you pass the data to the parent? Using the at output approach. Okay, let us try to do the at output approach, ma. Where you need to write at output, child or parent? Child, correct, right? Okay, so I will say at okay at output okay okay brackets that is okay. I will say on employee. This employee right, always I should not write on company only. Okay, employee. Okay, on employee is equal to new what I need to do, new on employee. What do you need to do? Okay, first we need to define the type ma. What is the type ma? Event emitter. What is the type? I'm going to declare it ma, employee model. Okay, employee model I'm going to write it is equal to, how to write it, new event emitter. I'm going to write like this. Okay, this one. So what is this meaning ma? I am creating a event emitter object for what type? Only employee model. Okay, so this is one. So this is optional. Okay, this is optional, something like we can write like this. Okay, but if you are writing like this, we'll have always more advantages. Okay, now this is okay. I'm going to copy this one. When I should submit my data ma? Whenever I'm clicking form writer, what is the form method I'm writing? A handle employee form. Okay, I'll go here. Okay, here I want to submit. How to submit ma? This data. What is my event emitter name? Okay, on employee data emit method. Okay, emit. What is the data I want to emit here ma? Right click on format. Here I don't have any model, right? So your all your data is there inside the form only. All your data is there inside the form only. For example, what I have done in the JSON employee data value. So whatever the form data value, that means entire we are getting every data, right? So same thing here I'm going to write like this ma. Okay, I'm going to write like this. Okay, so what is my data? This data emp form data value. Okay, I'm going to write like this. Okay, instead of doing like this, what I can do, I can write like a variable ma. Let data is equal to, okay, let data is equal to object data assign. Okay, assign. I'm going to write empty object and right side I'm going to write like a this dot employee dot value. Okay, so what is the data I'm going to get it? I'm going to get a copy. Correct, right? Now I am submitting the data. Whenever you are submitting the data, what will happen ma? You need to pass to the parent, right? So in the parent, what I need to do? Tell me. I need to handle the I need to catch this event, right? Let us go to employee. Here what I need to do? I need to write the okay. What is the method? On employee is equal to, I will say handle employee form. Okay, emp employee form. Okay, employee form. Okay. Now I need to handle this event. Okay. Okay, so I need to write this event. Okay, let us have this one ma and go to your employees.ts file. I need to write in the child or parent. Child only, parent only. Okay, okay. Now tell me, but I need to write dollar event, right? Dollar event. Why you want a dollar event ma? If you want to get the data from child to parent, whatever the data, I need to write a dollar event. Okay, let me go here and here what I will say event. So can I write a dollar event or not? Why cannot write it ma? We can write it, not a problem. What is the valid identifier rules ma? A to Z 0 to 9 dollar underscore. So it's not start with only number, but it can start with the dollar, right? So it is starting with the dollar. It is a name only. You can keep A, B, C, D, any name you can keep it. Suppose I am going to write like a employee. So you can write like this also, not a problem. Okay. Now, whenever we are getting the data, where I need to, if I want to see in the table, where I can table, I can store it in a this employee arrays. Okay. How to store it in employee array ma? Okay. This data, employees data. Okay. Push method. Okay. So let me just 1 second. 1 second, guys. So first, whenever we are clicking the save, we want to fire on event, right? We have fired it, and this is okay. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to what we want to do, I want to open this one only when we are clicking add. Remaining times I don't want it. Okay. So can we do it or not? We can do it, right? What we can do? Simply we can store another variable. Say what is our display? What form? I'll say display form. Okay. Display form is equal to false. Okay. Okay. Now what will happen, ma? And whenever we are writing after submit data, I'll say form is equal to false. Okay, because I want to close this. Once I'm saving the data, I want to close the data. Okay, that's okay. And another thing is, whenever I'm clicking this button, I need to write a if condition here, right? Ng if is equal to display form. Okay, and whenever we are writing add, where is this add button? Ma? We have an add button, right? So where is this one? Let us write the add employees. Okay, there is a method add employee is there. Okay, whenever we are doing this add employee, we are going to remove all this code. I'll say this data display form is equal to true. Okay, let us try to do this. File, save all. Okay, let us see. So by default we don't have it now. Whenever we are going to get it, we are going to get like this. Okay, so let us try to enter the data. Okay, I'm going to say Trinits and the employee number is 1 and designation is software and bank details is 112233 and pan is a pan ABCD. Okay, and my date of birth is, I'll go like this. Okay, and click on save. So here we are getting this data. Okay, the problem here is whatever the variable name we are using it, right? Those variable names are not available here. Okay, so let us clean up this thing also. Okay, so what I am going to do, whatever the hard coded data is there, right? Every hard coded data I'm going to remove it. Okay, so how to remove this hard coded data? I'm going to remove. Okay, so I have removed hard coded data. That is fine. And second step is go to your employees HTML file and make sure that you are using the same variable name. So what is my variable name as per my model? EMP name. Okay, what is my number? My EMP number. Okay, designation DE designation. Okay, and bank details, ma bank account. Okay, okay, and what is my PAN? Okay, right, and DOJ. Okay, file save all. Okay, let us try it. So by default we don't have anything, and let us create it. Okay, so I don't want to this one. I'm going to remove this also because we are going to see output in other page, right? So let us comment this one. Okay, let us click here. Let us write it. Employee name is Trinits 1. Okay, and designation is a software. Okay, bank details is 11223344. PAN is a PAN ABCD, and let us write the 24. Save it. Okay, see our data is came, right? So like this you can do it. Okay, same thing whenever you want to edit, we are going to do this one. Okay, so now this is okay. I want to fetch all the employees from the this backend. So what is the method I can take it? For now we'll use the fetch method. Okay, so let do you know how to write a fetch method? Okay, go to employees component. Okay, just to go and write a one async method. Okay, write one async method. Async. Okay, I'll say load employees because I'm going to write employees only, right? So people will write only. Okay, first thing is a fetch method. Okay, for fetch method, what it will take URL. I want URL, right? So for this one, try click out. So here I will get the URL, right? I got the URL. Go and give the put our code and write it here. Okay, and what it will return? It will return a promise, right? I will say let emp promise. I'll say emp promise. Okay, I'll say wait, await. Okay, await. This is okay. And second I'll say let data is equal to emp prom data json. Okay, emp prom data json, and I need to write another await. Okay, because this is also will return a promise only. Now I got the data, right? I need to store this data into the this variables. What is my array name? Employees. So let us copy this all variables to employees. This data employees is equal to how can I do it? So dot data. So this will store right. Same time I want to store in my temp also right. Because whenever I am doing any filtering, I need to store in a temp. So again I will say dot data. Okay. So that I will have a entire data in the two places. One is a temp and another is a employees. Okay, that's fine. So file, save all. Okay. So I have written this method, but nowhere I'm calling it. Will I get output? No, I need to call this method from the in the ng on in it. Okay. If I don't have any ng on in it, let us write it. If we have it, we are going to write it from there. Okay. Where is we have written? Where we have it here, right? So let us go here. Okay. This is so now this line is not at all required. Okay. I'm going to write like this. So how to call it? This data load employees. Okay. File, save all. Okay. Let us see. And now I'll go to employees. Yeah, this is employees form only. Okay. So I got all the employees from the backend and even data is mapping right. Suppose now I want the edit button. Whenever I'm clicking, what should I do? Edit should happen. Okay. So that is okay. So let's click on add and we can do this one. Okay. So currently I have added a validation for these two fields only. This one and this one. Okay. We can add a validation for remaining fields also. Okay. But I want to show the error messages. Here I want to show the error messages. So here suppose I am not writing any employee name. Bottom it say employee name is required. Something like this I want to do it. Okay. Do you know how to do that right? Tell me how to do this. I'll go to employee form. Okay. Tell me how to do this. I'll say div employee emp name is required. Okay. And I'll write a class is equal to text hyphen danger. Okay, click on add. So now it is showing right, but always it show or it should not. So I will enter my data. Even if it is enter, now I should not show right. So whenever I am entering the data, it should not show. When there is no only, when I don't have enter anything only, that time only it should show right. So that is the reason. Now what I have to do? I have to write some if condition. Okay, I have to write some if condition. I have to write if condition ng ng if. Okay, ng. But inside what we are going to do inside that what we are going to do now I need some variable right. What is a variable I want it ng model variable right. But here we are doing form template driven or reactive forms. Reactive forms will not get the ng model, only in the template driven only will get the ng model. You understood right? So now for this reason we have another, we need to do one little bit extra step. Okay, so that extra step I will tell you. Same thing we have to follow for all the fields. Okay, so now let us go to the notes. We have created a form group, that is done, and we have added the validations also. We have added this one, form control name is equal to first name, form control like this we have added, and we have integrated with our disable button also, is valid or not. Okay, that is what. Now I need to do the validation right. So I need to write like a whether OTP is there or something like this, whether OTP is valid or not. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. But before that, I have to write something like this. Okay. Form builder, form builder, form builder, form builder. Okay, so now I'm going to write some two more simple methods. Go to your child. Okay, employee data. Okay, see here. So I want to write a validation for this field, right? I want to write a validation for the employee name. Okay, so I'm going to write one method. Okay, so what is my variable name? Employee name, right? I will say emp name. Okay, employee name. And what is my form name? This data employee form dot. Okay, and what is my inside? I have written my employee form. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I am going to get this form control object. If you are getting that form control object only, we can write the validation. Otherwise we cannot write the validation. So that is the reason I am writing a getter method. Anybody remember our set and get method? In JavaScript we have discussed it. Okay, so what is the use of this getter? This is, we can use this method like a variable name. We can use this method like a variable name. Okay, so now I am going to use this. This is like a variable name. So what is this variable is returning? Form control. This form control object we are getting it. Okay, so let us write here. We'll write some validators. How to write it? Validators data required. validators data. What is one? Min length. So let us go for min length is equal to 4. So I'm going to write like this, okay? And try to do for first two properties. Okay, I have done. Now, okay. Now I am going to write this validations, right? So okay, go here. Now you need to write if condition, right? Earlier, anybody remember what we are written in there, ma? Let me go to add company. Open here. We'll copy here only. Okay. So we'll copy the same thing. I'm going to copy everything, but I'm going to do something different. Okay. Here. So here I want control object, right? I here in the template in the reactive forms will not get the control. That is the reason I am going to my TS file. Okay, I am going to my TS file. I am declaring a getter method. I am going to declare a getter method. So inside the getter method, what object I am getting? My form control object. Correct, right? Form control object. So now what is my getter name? Variable name? EMP name. Okay, I'll come here. I'll say EMP name. Okay, EMP name, and I am going to remove it with the EMP name. So what is the error message? I want to write it whenever it is there. I want to say EMP name is required. And what is whenever this one it is there, I will say EMP name is a minimum 5 characters are required. Okay, so now tell me, I'll say employee name. I'll say employee name. Okay, okay. So I'm going to remove this one. Okay, now tell me what is the difference in this part, ma? There is no difference at all. Everything is same, but only how we are getting this is the variable. Earlier we are writing here, how we are writing, ma? Hash EMP name is equal, name control is equal to ng model. But this is a reactive form, right? We should not write that line. So that is the reason I am not writing that line. Instead of that one, what I am doing it? I am going to my TS file. I am writing a one getter variable. Okay, I'm writing a getter variable. Okay, this variable you can keep any name. Suppose I want to keep ABCD control. Suppose I want to come EMP control. You can write like this, not a problem. EMP control CTL. I can write like this. Okay, whatever this variable name, same name variable name only you need to use it in the here. You understood, right? So whatever my variable name, I am keeping it same variable name I need to keep in the here. But inside I am calling one, right? EMP form dot get, right? So this variable name should match with this very inside whatever you are writing it. Okay. Suppose here if you are having a, here also you should have a. This name and this name not to be equal. Okay. File save all. Okay. Let us see the validation. Add. See. Coming right, I will say type A, and now what it is saying, minimum 5 characters is required. I will say automatically. Okay, so something. Now I want to do the second for second field. I want to do it. Okay, can we do it together or not? Okay, so let us try to declare first what you need to do, ma? Validators data required. I will say validator data min length. Okay, so yesterday in the interview they have asked one question, ma. They want to allow only A to Z and 0 to 9, and they don't want to allow any special characters. What is they want, ma? They want to allow only A to Z and 0 to 9, and they don't want to allow any other errors. Okay, we will do that also. Okay, so that is fine. Now first let us do for employee name. Suppose if I want to do it for employee name, what I have to do? Go and write this same thing for the employee number. Okay, right? So I'm going to copy paste here. Okay, I'll say employee number. Okay, and I'll say employee number is minimum 2 characters. I want only 2 characters. Okay, so let us go here and I will write minimum 2 characters is 2. If I'm going to write like, will this work or not? This will not work out, right? Because I want to write one more variable for the employee number. And tell me what I need to do. Go to your TS file and write another getter. Okay, simple, ma. Get is nothing but a get, and you write any name, not a problem. For what variable we are going to write it, ma? Employee number, right? I will say EMP num control. Okay, what I will say? EMP num control. Okay, I'll say any name, capital. Okay, I'll write method. Okay, and okay, open bracket, close bracket. Okay, here I will say return this is that what is my form name, EMP form. Okay, EMP form, and I get what is the variable I want to get it, ma? Go and see the top. What is the name? Employee number, same number, just copy the same and add it here. If you are doing any typing mistake, you will say ABCD, which is not matching, you will not get workout. Okay, so that is the reason you need to give a same name. Okay, now first step is done, right? Now what is my variable name? EMP num control. Go to your HTML and just replace with this one, that's all. Okay, uh, control.errors file, save all. Okay, file save all. add company. Let us click here. See, employee number is required. I'll say type A. It is saying 2 characters. Okay, now it's gone like this. Like this, we can build it our own. Something like now I have to do for all the fields. Can you do it or not? We can do it. Okay, simply we can write another variables like this. We can do it. Okay, so once we are doing it, we can save it. And same thing, if I want to do the any edit writer, you can click here. So we'll do the edit case also. Okay, let us do the edit case. Now you understood right how to do the only the difference between template driven and the thing is here it is everything is same only. The only difference part is if it is a reactive form, you are going to write a one getter method. You are going to write one a getter method. If it is a template driven, we will not write this one. We'll write a hash variable name is equal to ng model. That is the only difference. The remaining every validation is same. There is no difference at all. Okay, clear, right? So this one. So let us try to now I want to update the value, right? Edit the value, correct, right? So let us see here. Okay. Okay, let me click. If I want to add edit button, now what is the button? I try to cancel button, So if you want to write a cancel, close it, you can do that, right? So I will do that. So not a problem. I want to write a edit button here. Tell me where I need to go there, Employees. Okay. Employees component. Here I can write it, right? I will write a TD. Okay. Already button is there. Okay. Okay. So I'll write a right click. I'll say button is equal to primary because I want to edit method. Okay, I'll say so always write your method with a small don't start with the capital. Okay, so edit employee. Okay, that is fine, and title is equal to edit. Go to TS file and now tell me format the document. Okay, so I'm going to write one method. Most of the time I'm going to write in the last only. Okay, index. Open bracket, close bracket. Okay, so first thing is, so since I'm going to index, I'll create another variable, and that variable name is a selected index. Okay, selected index is equal to -1. Okay, so the type I am not writing now. Okay, type is colon number. So why I'm not writing? This is optional. Sometimes I will not write. Okay, that is okay. So now I'll say this dot index is equal to whenever I am editing it, I'll say this dot selected index is equal to index. That means that I will store whichever the row I am editing it. Okay, that is fine. Now what is the second one I want to pass it, whenever I'm clicking edit button, I want to pass this data to the this component. I want to pass my data to the child component. How to pass data from parent to child, at input. Okay, even that is a template driven or reactive, we want to pass from parent to child. How will you pass it? At input only. Okay, where we need write our at input, in child or parent? In child, wherever you want to get the data, go there and write a one write it. Okay, write it, at input. Okay, at input, that is okay. I want to write employee model, right? I will say emp model. Okay, see here, whenever I am writing my variable name, how I am starting it, capital or small? Small, don't write in the capitals. Okay, that's not a good practice. Okay, so I'll write like this. Okay, and what is the type, emp model? Okay, let us declare a employee model. Okay, so here I'm going to get it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I got this model. Okay, so let it have it. Okay, once I got this model, and now what I need to do, I need to set this value, set values to the this form. Okay, I want to set this form. Earlier, whenever we are getting this value, automatically we are writing it to a binding. That is the reason it is working, right? But now we are using what? Form. We are using a form, right? We want to set our values to the form. So that is the reason I'll go here. I will say ng if this data employee model. Okay, I will say employee model. So I am checking for null check. Okay, if it is there, then I will say employee form data. There is a patch value. What is the method, patch value? Okay, patch value. Okay, patch value, and I will pass this data employee model. Okay, so now I am going to write a something like, okay, let us file, save it. Okay, before saving it, we are missing one part. Okay, in the parent, whatever the variable we have it, right, we want to pass it to the child, right? Okay, let me go to my parent. Here, if you go to here, I need to pass that input variable, right? How to pass input variable, employee model is equal to where is my employee, where is it that is available? It is available in the employees array. Inside the array, what is my row number ma? So instead of writing like this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another model. Okay, I'm going to create another model here. Tell me how to create a model ma? MP model, MP model colon what type ma? Employee model is equal, okay, like this. Okay, I'm storing like this. Okay, this is fine. I'll go to the bottom or initialize this ma MP model is equal to so I will say this data employees of this dot selected index, or I can say index. Okay, index. Okay, so there is one problem will be coming here. You will see the what is the problem. Okay, so let us see here. That is okay. Now employees. Now this is done and file. Now I need to pass this one to the HTML. I'll write it like this. Okay, so first step, see what I have done is I have created one variable, and whenever I'm clicking edit, I am getting that from the table and I am assigning it to this variable. And third step, I am passing to the at input variable. If you are passing at input variable only, it will go to the there right second place, right? So on. Once I am going there, what I am trying to do there, I am updating the values. So let us see here. We have a edit button, that is okay. Click on edit. So why my form is not opening ma? I'm not writing display is equal to true. Correct, right? So let us go and change the display is equal to true property. Okay. On employee form. Okay. On edit. What I need to say? This data. Display form is equal to true. Okay, display form is equal to true. Let us save this. Click on edit. See, all data edit data got or not. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to say Trinits 1, 2, 3. Okay, save it. Now whenever I'm saving it, see where it is saving it. It is having in a new row. It is having in a new row. Same problem what we have faced in the last time, right? So now what you need to do now? Go to your add method. Go to your parent component. Okay, and go to your employee form method. Here always what we are trying to do? Push method. We should not do push always. When we should push only for my index is a I will say if this data selected index greater than or equal to 0 means I am editing it. Okay. So what I should do this time? This data implies of this data selected index is equal to I should write whatever the data I am getting like this. Okay. In other case else what I should do? I should write a this data push method. This is what we want, right? Okay. So here also we'll have one more problem. So let us see. Everybody will see the problem. Okay. So I'm going to click here. Data came right. I will say Trinits 1, 2, 3. Save this one. Okay. Now it is saved, right? Okay. Correct, right? It is saved. No new entry. Okay. So that is okay. Now, okay. Let me remove this one. Okay. Now what I want to do? I want to click edit now. Okay. See, whenever I'm clicking edit, what is happening? It is going with the previous data, right? Okay, because it is going with previous data. So that is the reason what I have to do. Whenever you are clicking a add button, whenever you are clicking a add button, where is your add button? You are saying add is right. You have to say this data selected index is equal to -1. So -1 means what will happen? Automatically no row is selected. Okay, that means we are indicating we are clicking on a fresh one. Now I am clicking a this data something Trinits. Okay, Trinits 1, 2, 3. Okay, save it okay, so this is getting saved from us or not? We'll verify this one. Okay, so what is this one Trinits 1, 2, 3. This is added, right? That is okay. Now click on edit. Okay, what is happening? Again we are getting the same data. Why we are getting the same data now? What we are trying to do now? Here whenever we are clicking here, again we need to say this data employee model is equal to null. Okay, so with this one we will done with the all the values. Okay, click on add here. Okay, and save it. Okay, and click on employee. Now we are get right. Okay, so whenever you are going with the fresh one, you will go with the this one. Whenever you are coming with the other one, you will get the data. Okay, so let us remove this one. Let us see why this one is happening. Let me click on employee. Okay, employees. Okay, so remove this one. Let me click on add employee. Okay, click on save. See any row is added? No. Okay, I'll say Trinits test designation is the software. Bank details 1122. PAN is a something. PAN is a PAN. Ma, when for date alone you give the proper value. Ma, for people what they are trying to know. Even for date also they will giving something invalid date ABCD something. If you are giving ABCD, backend will not work out. Your integration will not work out tomorrow. Okay. So let me click on save. So this is getting saved. Okay, this is okay. Okay, now we are able to what we are able to do it, ma, using the reactive way we are able to show the error. What is another way we are done, ma? What is another thing we have done? We are able to disable the form, we are able to display the error, and we are able to save to the table also, and we are able to edit also. Okay, and whenever we want to edit it, there is a method called patch value, ma. Okay, so this is very important. So here I'm writing a patch value, right? So this patch value why I'm writing means I want to edit, right? Edit means I want to copy all the details from your model to there, right? To form. That is the reason I'm calling a patch value. Patch value, if I'm not, if I'm just commenting this line, what will happen is your edit will not work out. See, your all data will not come there. If you want to compare all your data to the form, what is the method you should copy, ma? A patch value. But this thing is not required in the ng model. If you are having all the values in the model, automatically two-way binding, what will happen? Whatever it is there in the HTML, it will go to TS. TS value, it will go to the HTML. Both will work fine. Okay. File save all. So this is okay, right? Now we have edited, deleted, remove, and all these things. Okay. So and now the searching also will work out, ma. Okay. Trinits. Why this search is not at all happening? We written a search or not? Okay. I think it not implemented, but we know how to do that, right? That is okay. Okay. So with this one, we have done this one, right? But I want to do one more thing, ma. Okay. There is a concept called. Okay. Let us go for the. This is first way we have done. Okay. What is the first way, ma? Using the form object. Using the form object. Okay. So there is another way also we can do it, ma. Okay. There is another way also we can do it. That is nothing but a builder approach. Okay. We can go for a builder approach also. This is a, let me do it. Okay. Okay. So here, whenever I want to do a builder, okay, I'm going to write a builder object. Okay. Let us see how to write a using the builder. Okay. Go to add employees. Okay. Close other things. Okay. So this builder is like a, so whenever we are able to do same thing with one class, why they will give another class, ma? For two things they will not give same class, right? Why for only doing one thing, why they will give two classes? They will not give it, right? Okay, so now we have a second class called form builder, ma. Okay, what is the second class, ma? Form builder. Okay, so right, like inside the constructor we can write like this, ma. Okay, private FB means we can write anything, ma. Form builder something like this, and the what is the type, ma? Form builder type. Okay, let us import from the this one. Now I got it, right? So this is a long name, so that is the reason I'm going to keep like a FB. So what after the colon, whatever it is there, that is nothing but our class. That's all correct, right? Class name. So I am going to write a FB. Okay. So now what I want to ask is, suppose here I am writing a form group, right? How many lines I am writing, ma? Employee name, employee form is equal to new form group. Inside the form group, I want to create an object, right? Inside the object, how I am writing, ma? Employee name is equal to new form control. Something like this. I'm writing very long, right? So to avoid this all these problems, they have come up with a new class called form builder, ma. What is the class, ma? Form builder. Hey user, why are you writing all this many lines, man? You'll write a simple 2 lines and you can finish in all these things. Okay, so that is the reason now they are giving in a third way. So I can say this data FB. What is my variable name, ma? FB. Okay, so let me open my just notes for reference. Okay. uh, uh, okay, I can write like a this dot fb dot group. uh, I'm going to comment everything, ma. I'm going to copy. So now tell me whether I have any form or not, or no form. Correct, right? I'm going to generate this form in the ng model. Okay, I'm going to generate this model in the ng model. So what is my variable name I want to keep? I just want to keep this one variable only. Let us keep this variable name employee form. Okay, What is my variable name? Employee form. Okay, I will say this data emp form. Okay, emp form is equal to, I want to generate this form. Usually how I to write new form group, something like this, right? But using the form builder approach, I don't want to do like this. Okay, simply say this dot fb. Fb means a form builder. Okay, dot what I want to do, I want to group, I want form group, correct, right? So I'll say like this. Okay, this is a method. Okay, that's all. You no need to do like new form control, nothing. Simple fb data group. So it will create a group. Inside this, it will take a one argument. Okay, it will take a argument. So this is nothing but an object. Okay. So here, what inside the form group, what are the variables I have passed it? Emp name. Tell me, same name only we are going to write it here. Okay. Emp name. Inside the name, what I have to do, write it? New form control. We need to write like this, right? You don't need to write like this. Don't write it all these things. You know how to write a string and value, right? So don't write like this. You can write simply like a string, something like this. Okay. So let me write it. So here we can take one array. Let me take one array. So I'll say one array. So inside the array, what is the default value I want to cap it? Empty. Okay. And what is the validations I want to write it? You write what are the validations you want to write it. You can write it in the here. Okay. Now I want the second field. How to do it? Employee name, comma, something like this. Okay. I will go for like this. And I want third one. How to do it? Comma and do this. I want fourth one. Bank account. Do like this. Okay. What is the fifth one? PAN and DOJ. Okay, this is fine. What is the last one? DOJ. Okay. Okay. So this is equal to this one. This is equal to this one. What we are trying to do with the form group, we are trying to reduce number of lines or number of words, or that is the only difference. There is no difference at all. Remaining everything is the same only. Okay. We can write all our validations. Okay. Here the second part is we can write all our validations. Validators data required. What is another validations? Validators data min length. Okay. Min length of 4. Okay, something like you can whatever you want write it like. Okay, let me try to copy this, the same thing for the second guy also, so that our validations will work out. I'll say 2, correct, right? Now I have what is this one, commented this one. Let us save this one and check it. Okay, still I got this one. Let's click on employee form. Still my form is showing, that is okay. And I will enter my data. Okay, Trinits, employee data, employee. Okay, bank details, one pan card. Okay, I'm going to enter the data and click on save it. See, let us go to the top. See, Trinits ASD. All the data came right. Then what is the difference, Only the difference is how you are going to create your form only. Okay. They will ask in the interview, what is a form builder? Form builder. That is a very simple class only. Okay. Form builder is a very simple class. Okay. And we have one method. What is the method? We have it, group method. What is the method? Group method. For this group method, we can pass a one object. Okay. We can pass one object. Inside the object, we will be having a, what is my form control name? Employee name. And we'll pass an array. Inside the array, first argument is like a default value. Suppose I want to write a test. Okay, so default value is a test. So whenever I'm clicking here, I want to write a test value. Okay, let me save this one. Okay. No. Okay. So what is the default value you want to get it here? We can provide it. Form group. Okay, let me remove this one. I want to edit. Let us see whether edit is working or not. Why my edit is not working, Employee form dot patch value. Okay, forms will work out. What I have done, employee form. Okay, so let me click on edit. Okay, so whenever I am doing edit, what is happening? This dot employee form, employee model is there, and patch value, patch. Okay, so let add is working, right? Okay, I'll say Trinits, employee number is 1, and designation 1 to 3, and bank details is 1, something like this, PAN, and my date of joining is. Okay, click on save. So this is getting saved. I want to edit this. What is happening it? So this data is not coming here. this data is not coming is the problem. Either it should be either with your index or other value. What is the problem with the, any changes we have done in the ad company page? Let us see here. Whenever I'm clicking edit, right click, and so let us see the errors. What it is doing, are using synchronous validators. Async validators are expected. Okay, expected async to return. Return a promise are using synchronous. Okay, at line number to observable, run form control validity, form dot set value, form dot patch value. Okay, here in this line it is showing it. Let us reload the page. Okay, async validators to return a promise are observable are using a synchronous something. Okay, we are getting error here. Validators. There's a problem here. Okay, I'll solve this problem and I'll give you the solution. Okay, we'll go for our next concept instead of just waiting here. Okay. But for now, we can just go here. Write the. I think some problem with the validations only here. Apart from that, it should work fine. So there is a problem with the validators only. Okay. So here there is a problem with the validators only. The remaining everything is okay. So now if I want to save it. Okay. So this is getting saved. Okay. So the only problem with the this validators, whatever I'm writing it, it is looking for the some async validators. Okay. So so it is looking for some async validators. We'll go for that async validators later. For now, just give like this. Okay. And so with this one, we have done with the two ways, right? So what are the two ways? We are done with the reactive form as well as we are done with the this also. Okay. So and we need to write the custom validators. Okay. We have to go for the custom validators. Okay. So now I'll go for the simple case. What is the custom validator? So for now, I'm just commenting this form way. I'm going with the only that group way. Okay, whatever the form group way, I'm going to get it. Okay, so let me get it. Okay, so now let me add a one form here, and I will click on the here. Okay, here it is asking employee name is required, right? So I need to enter employee name, right? What I will do, I will enter only spaces, one space, two spaces, three spaces, four spaces, five spaces. Now what it is thinking? It is thinking I'm entering the data, right? So that's all, your validation is pass. Okay, and they will ask how you are going to solve this problem. See, there is a, I have added the required validation, everything is okay. But whenever I'm giving only spaces, automatically it will think like a, it has done the validations, right? Okay. Problem here, even if I'm entering the data, I'm just giving the spaces. And if I'm going to save it, what will happen? You are going to save only spaces. Now they will ask how you are going to do this one. Okay. So this is what custom validations. Okay, this is what custom validations. Okay, and another thing is here we can write a ABCD, and I can write some numbers and hash also we can write it right. Some entries what they are asking, they want to allow only A to F and this one. They don't want to allow these things. Whenever they have it, they want to remove the errors. Okay, something like this they want to do it. So this all things will come under the custom validations. Okay, so okay, so whenever we can do this custom validation by Monday. Okay, and we'll write the custom validators for template driven. We'll write it, and for reactive forms also we'll write it. And once we are done with that, that's all. We are done with the complete forms. So wherever an interview, if they're giving a form, you should be able to do it. Okay, so okay, so now with this one, now what I want to do, I want to give a one interview task now. Okay, so this is an interview task where they have given what is our batch ma Trinits, right? Okay, let us go for B5, and I want to explain this one and give it. Okay, where is this document? So where is this document? Trinits Angular training. I want to give this. Okay, so this is the task they have given ma. Okay, once we are done with our project, what you guys do, you try to do this project. Okay, so first thing is create a login page with the fields username and password ma. Do you know how to create a this in a login page, right? So username and password, and validate the username is allowing only alphabets, and password should be 6 digits. Okay, that means minimum is a 6 digits, that is okay, and password should be like a password also 6 digits or something like. Okay, and check username and password is static values, and login is successful, show the alert. What they are saying is if your username is admin and password is password at one, and whenever they are clicking login, say hello welcome, and if they are entering any other value, show the values error. Whatever we have done right, same thing only we want to do the errors. Okay, and if login is successful, show alert. Already we have done right. Okay, and store that username in the username and navigate to the home page and display the home page. Okay, and what they're saying is once you are login, okay, we'll go to, you will enter your data, right? Here you will enter the data. I'm going to write admin, so admin and click on login successful, they are saying it, right? I'm coming here, right? In this time I want to print my variable name. Okay, you can set in that login method local storage at set item. Here you can write a local storage at a get item and write a interpolation, automatically that will work. Okay, so that is okay. After that what they want to write is they want to write one table. Okay, they want to write one table. So the table fields is like a id, name, username, email. Okay, so we have our table right here, we have company, right? Company name, something like, what they want is a id, name, username, and what is the last field we have it ma email. Like they want 4 fields, they want to write a table. Okay, on top of the table they want one search box like this. Okay, now if you see, table should have a search box. Okay, and only for name property, they don't want all entire table. The first way that we have written, right? Table company dot name, that approach they wanted. Okay, and after that they want to sort based on the sort option also they wanted. Okay, now what they want is whenever I'm clicking on this company, I want to sort based on the name. Do you know sort method, right? In array they want to sort it. Okay, that's what. Okay, now and search things. Okay, now we want to backend, right? So they are giving a backend code. This is the backend URL. Okay, you can click here. So always you got the data. Now you got the data, right? So this is the data you are getting from backend and you want to do this task. Okay, so let us try to complete this task by Monday and come back. You understood, right? First complete our employee and this form, and then try to do this task. Okay, do this task in a separate project. Like you can create a some other project and do it in the that project. Don't do it in the current project. Okay, yeah. So this is the task. Okay, okay, I'll stop the things.